So there isn't anything for you to take care of. I've received instructions that our spaceship is aboard the Cosmopolitan now.
That's great.
Well, that means your trip home to Omega will be a pleasure cruise. I'm glad.
Yeah, guess so. But I sure was hoping we'd get a chance to see lots of things first. The submarine cities, for instance.
Well, that'll be an excellent reason to come back and see us again.
You sure are lucky that you can stay, you and Psyche, but I admit I'm a little jealous.
If Psyche had been well enough to travel, we'd have gone back with you. But in any case, we'll go back on the new ship.
Goodbye, and really, thanks a lot.
Passengers for Port Doppler, immediate departure.
Hey, and Metro, you take good care of him.
Well, this is one of our aquaculture zones, mainly for producing plankton. It took man an incredibly long time to realize that 1 kilogram of tuna fish required 10 kilograms of sardines, 10 kilograms of sardines required 100 kilograms of animal plankton, which in turn required 1,000 of vegetable plankton. And in hard times of food shortage, better 1,000 kilograms of protein than just one. You'd think that that was obvious. Those are some of the ancient offshore drilling platforms abandoned for centuries. The oil is long since used up anyway. What would we do with oil today, huh? Over there you see the stations for thermic energy from the sea.
Thermic energy?
Yeah, that's right. Now there's a difference of some 20 degrees for each 1,000 meters of depth. And the thermic reaction produces electricity. Of course, it's an archaic system, been abandoned a long time. Now there's lots of plant plankton over there, and over there there's animal plankton.
Hey, could we go see the whales now?
Oh, plankton is what they really like to eat. Okay, they may come to the surface. Trouble with whales, they think everyone is Jonah.
It's fantastic. I've been lots of places in the universe, but I never saw an animal that size. Oh, this is really fabulous. The greatest. Tell me, are there many of these characters around?
Oh, yeah, hundreds of them. Thousands in a way. You could say whales are our model farm protein reserves. You can imagine how well we take care of them. They're well protected in complete freedom.
Well, there's some more over there. Fabulous. Really fantastic. Well, they seem to be playing.
They're playing. You know, I could watch it for hours. But right now, we better not get involved in that game or we'll end up the ball. Oh, now that structure is part of the Poseidia complex. One of the old underwater cities I told you about. It's easier getting there through tunnels in the seabed, but since we're here now, well, here, let's go and take a look. Out here, all the room anybody could want. You name it. Hotels, private apartments, hospitals, everything. Now what you see here above the surface is only a tiny part of the whole. Mostly underwater. This is one section of the city. Oh, for centuries now, people on Earth have felt, well, at home in the sea. They cultivate it, exploit it, live in it, have fun in it.
You know, it's just like being out in space.
Yes, you're quite right there. Consider, apart from outer space, the sea was man's last great adventure. His pioneering spirit could again have free reign for a while.
What's all this?
Abandoned factories. Centuries ago, crude oil was refined here, natural gas, coal. All of it taken from the sea. We still process protein down here. And metal processors, cobalt, uranium, nickel, copper, many others, all from the sea. Hey, come along, come on. Push it. Diamonds, Lucy, and all the rest. Come along, Pierrot. I want to be late, huh? Gold nuggets. Pretty interesting all the same. Not worth much now. Used to be. We can synthesize it now, all of it. Come on. Metal. Remarkable when you think about it. Only you No, there's a curious thing. For some time now, aquatity has drastically declined. Areas that had been expected to be very rich in metals have been found so poor, now it almost looks like it's stolen.
What's stolen? Under the sea?
A surprising idea, I admit. But my friend, he'll tell you more about that once you meet him. Did I tell you, a captain he is in the underwater police, young fellow of remarkable quality. You'll see. Lately his shoulder's been bothering him. Doctor doesn't know why. Anyhow, you two will get on. As the sphere goes down, the pressure inside rises to equal the pressure in the water. It's all automatic. Where in the world is that?
Sorry I'm late. Is this inquiry into the missing nodules?
Well, the important thing is that you got here. I'd like you to meet Lieutenant Pierrot of Omega.
It's an honor and a privilege to meet the man who saved the Earth. How do you do, Lieutenant?
Yes, well, Pierrot, this is Captain Euphanos, Piet to his friends, one of our best specialists in underwater problems. I think he's more at home in the sea than on the land. Maybe you're part fish, Captain. Oh, your shoulder still hurts you. Well, it should go away in time. And speaking of time, we're late for lunch, and I, for one, am starved. Well, Pierrot, lunch at the bottom of the sea. Like it?
It must be as fascinating to move in as space is another world.
No, you realize the pressure here is 3 tons per square centimeter.
3 tons per square centimeter. It's enormous.
We're at 7,000 meters. No man could swim this deep.
How deep do we go?
Swim 150, 200 perhaps.
That's good.
And consider, most individuals, even in good physical condition, lose their judgment at less than 100 meters.
Yes, it's called rapture of the deep. You've heard of it, I know.
Yes, of course. How do you manage? Is it training?
No, our friend is a special case. I'm convinced that he's from Atlantis.
No, in fact, I'm from the Canary Islands, which now allows our venerable friend to expound all his fanciful theories concerning Atlantis.
Oh, you can say what you like. My opinion is unshakable. You'll never change it any more than my opinion that the metal thieves are among your friends.
I'll get you into the police force yet.
I'd like to dive with you one day, Pete. Could we arrange it?
Of course, Lieutenant. It's easily arranged. We could do a little underwater archaeology. I think you'd like that.
Old friend, are you sure you won't come along?
No, I can see myself all dressed up like a funny fish. No, my beard would create so much drag, I'd end up going backward. Oh, no.
You won't have to go through decompression training or CO2 tolerance or nitrogen narcosis tests. You did all that as part of your space cadet training. We won't go too deep. If we get separated, do not dive below 80 meters. Otherwise, there's the danger of rapture of the deep. And take 3 stages for decompression, very slowly as we rise toward the surface. This is plant plankton, the basis of all our aquaculture and of all our animal plankton, hence of our fish stocks. In addition, the photosynthesis it carries out cleans the Earth's atmosphere, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Keep me in sight at all times. A giant squid, he won't hurt us. Come closer. Take a look. He's harmless. A sunken city. Knock dive below 80 meters. Rapture
Am I dreaming? They're calling to me.
Beware.
Piet, help me!
And if the captain hadn't found you when he did, you might have torn off your oxygen mask in your delirium and ended up fish food. That's a lucky thing that the captain is the best in the business, as you were a gunner, a lucky man.
Thanks to him, but it was extraordinary. It had a kind of reality. Really, at the time, it wasn't like a dream.
Yes, it's very subtle, I know. But that young captain, how did he manage to find you? Be at the right place at the right time.
Telepathy? Who can say?
Yes, who could say? As you say. Anyway, I'm going to ask him. It's a real mystery, you know. He should be here any minute now. Unless, of course, he's late as usual. Piet! Right on time.
You feeling all right now, Lieutenant? Back in shape?
Piet, I'd like to introduce you to Lieutenant Mercedes, psychic to her friends.
What is it?
Well,
You know, Captain, I have the feeling we have already met. Is that what you're feeling?
yes, it's true. I know you. How strange. You've come to me out of a dream.
Did we know each other in another life?
Yes, that's what I think. In another life.
Well, now I have 3 convalescents here. If you don't mind my saying so, in my day, we were made of sterner stuff.
Please try to remember. I must know. Where did we know each other and at what time? Please. It's very important that I know.
The last time I saw you was in a boat. The world was crumbling around us.
Yes, that's right. A boat, and in front of us, Poseidonus sinking into oblivion. Poseidonus, capital of Atlantis, and Poseidia, our city today, built just where the other had sunk. That's why I came here. I had to come to confront my fantasies. My dreams are reality, and I was right. When in the water, I can no longer distinguish reality and fantasy. I see certain places, people.
That's just what I saw when I was down there.
What do we know of our dreams? Are they not premonitions of things to come, or memories of our ancient past? I know I can tell you what is in my heart. Please let me try. The first Atlantis were from far away and came to the earth over 1 million years ago. They were beings perfect in every way, pure in heart. They took on human form, probably in deference to the Australopithecus, those evolved monkeys that peopled the earth at that time. But far from their own planet, they grew bored. Nevertheless, they helped the Australopithecus to evolve into Homo sapiens. And they used to play all sorts of games. Very good results. This did not please those who had sent them. All the Atlantids were sent home and were punished, all of them. My memory of that period is confused. I know that they came back later. Their presence accounts for the lapse of 5 million years between the disappearance of the Neanderthal and the appearance of the Cro-Magnon. Even the ancient Egyptian priests speak of their return tens of millennia in the past, that distant time. I studied Egyptian mythology and I was astounded. I knew what I was going to find there before I looked at it. Somehow I had already lived it. Plato also talks about Atlantis. Beyond Gibraltar, there is a marvelous land greater than Libya and Asia Minor.
brother and king, our soldiers grow lax with inaction. With one gesture, we are on new conquest, new realms to the greater glory of Atlantis.
Wisdom and harmony have always been the guides of our people. Little we have sought of violence and conquest. To our soldiers who lack the means to achieve happiness. The greatest conquest for Atlantis, is it not each citizen's virtue?
Our men stifle beneath their mantle of virtue and boredom.
Friendship, wisdom have always guided our men. They are the treasures of Atlantis. They say, watch what you say lest you trouble our army.
And you, High Priest, you watch lest in your concern over the enemy at the gates you are pounced upon by the beast within. My men grow restless. I hope this traitor is a brother, have you reconsidered? Will you authorize us to go, or must we have still more violence to make you understand?
Then go, my dear brother. May you learn on your way an important lesson. The greatness of Atlantis rests on justice more than vainglorious schemes of conquest. Moderation.
Moderation in all things. We stride as giants. Moderation, you shall have proof of our moderation.
Mother, they're going to war. I want to go with them.
You are only 14, huh? In my eyes, you are still my little boy. And I oppose all of this useless fighting.
Our victorious army has conquered all the lands surrounding the Mediterranean Sea. Soon it will be the turn of the Greeks, then Egypt.
Our army, it is truly the army of Atlantis when their boats assail heaven with greater noise than their exploits.
You were weak, Osir. You are not equal to your task.
Is this the true and pure light of Atlantis? Are we not the chosen ones ordained to nurture civilization and make it flower on this world? It is now late in time. Great calamity will soon befall us. The end of our world is near.
Your duty is to recall the army to Atlantis, O sire. Otherwise, our revered ancestors on high will wreak destruction upon us. Sire! Very well. We depart from the city. We can no longer abide what is happening.
At least you, faithful friend, you do not abandon me.
How could I leave you, sire? Soon it will be done. It is time now to prepare the people for their fate.
Father, if this war is not right, why do you not order your brother to return?
You think he would obey even if I ordered him? He has always been troubled because he is not king here. There, leading his army, there he is king. There he can brandish his sword as if in power.
Is the welfare of two brothers equal to that of the whole people?
My son, you speak wisdom. But some men are destined to guide the people, and I still believe I am a more just ruler than he would be. Yet, without the power to enforce wisdom, wisdom itself is nothing.
And that is what my father said 9,560 years before our era. Then one day news reached us. Our army was in retreat, fleeing before the Greek army. Voracious is the appetite of the conqueror, insatiable, beyond measure, infinite. My uncle Essie returned, bitter. The people had not supported his wish. Sacked and ravaged all in his path.
I must speak with Essie. It is the only way to prevent catastrophe. Should I meet with misfortune, you will care for your mother, and our people in the place of the gods.
No mortal has the right to set his face against destiny.
The king! They murdered the king.
His blood calls to me. I must go. That is the price of it.
Go, Maestro.
What good does it know? As the end is already ensured. Your son will live. He will live for as long as we do, my queen. Land as quickly as you can. It's your only hope, my queen.
My shoulder has caused me pain ever since. The wise men were the only ones to escape, for they had refused evil. Even though their dwelling was submerged, they must even now be living in the sea. If a baby is born in warm water, that baby can live in that warm water just as he had within his mother. It is perhaps their descendants that Pierrot and I saw dancing. Were they able to communicate with those others up there? I believe that one day out of the sea will emerge a great silver arrow that will streak into the sky in a symphony of primeval song, and that day the survivors of Atlantis will be freed from their watery purgatory and will return again to their home in the universe.